They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleb is back. In today's report, well, I think my channel may have gotten a shout out by Justin Trudeau yesterday, as Justin Trudeau accuses Pierre Poilievre of getting his political advice from YouTube channels like mine. Also tonight, we have updates here on the Mark Gerretsen lawsuit, as he came out today and apologized to Cat Canada and complied to all of their demands. Also tonight, Jagmeet Singh comes out and announces how he's going to vote next week in the non-confidence motion, and Pierre Poilievre absolutely destroys him for it. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start the report, all I'm asking is you guys to double check if you're still subscribed. YouTube is still unsubscribing you guys from my channel, so please double check and let's start the report. Welcome to your Thursday report. We have an absolute clown show here to cover today, as our government continues getting crazier and crazier. Tonight's first story will start with Mark Gerretsen, who yesterday on the floor of the House of Commons lost his mind over conservative influencers. Watch this.
Mr. Speaker, earlier this month, the U.S. Department of Justice revealed that Russia is funneling money to conservative media figures to push their far-right propaganda. This is a clear threat to our democracy and Canada's national security. And yet...
Did they cut him off? They cut him off.
I'm going to ask the honourable member to please take a seat. I would ask.
Do you want me to represent you, Mark?
I would like to ask all honourable members.
Do you want me to represent you, Mark? Who did he say that? Who said that?
Do you want me to represent you, Mark?
I would like to ask all honourable members.
Was that a lawyer saying that they would be Mark's lawyer because he's being sued right now? Chat, what does he mean by that? Who said that and what do they mean by that?
To please not take their time out of turn on both sides of the House so that we can hear the question that's being asked. I'm going to invite the honourable member from Kingston in the audience to start from the top so that the Speaker can hear the question. And I ask all members to please hold with their comments. The honourable member from Kingston in the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what political desperation looks like. The Liberals have nothing. Now they're going to start accusing their enemies of having ties to Russia. But it wasn't just Mark Gerretsen who was spewing this BS. So was Justin Trudeau. Look at this.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the honourable member for Kingston and the Islands for his advocacy on this unbelievably important issue. It's extremely alarming that Russia is pushing its propaganda in our democracy, but even more appalling that they are using far-right Canadian conservative influencers to divide Canadians.
Really? It's influencers that are dividing Canadians, not you? Do you see how much self-awareness these people have? This is pure gaslighting.
Influencers to divide Canadians. We must all stand against this. I call on all parties, including the Conservative Party of Canada, to stand up and investigate these allegations and follow up on it. Let it get through committee.
Let it get through committee. They're actually going to summon conservative influencers to Ottawa. This is crazy. These Liberals are so out of touch, they can't accept the fact that Trudeau is unpopular. They now claim that Russia is funding this anti-Trudeau hate in Canada. Can't you see how out of touch the left truly is? And also on the floor of the House of Commons yesterday, Trudeau appears to be very triggered by right-wing YouTube channels like mine. As he says to Pierre Poilievre, I follow the experts and the academics, and Pierre gets his advice from YouTubers. Look at this.
Climate experts, academics, all back our plan to both fight climate change and grow a strong economy, while he's stuck with late-night far-right conspiracy YouTube videos.
Late night far-right conspiracy YouTube videos. Who is he talking about, chat? Is he talking about my channel? And the funny thing about all this is that as soon as I took credit for these words of Justin Trudeau, they're now trying to spin it into Alex Jones is a YouTuber. Look at this. They're actually running with this line. Look at this post here from the Liberal Party today. Trudeau, international economists, climate experts, academics, all back our plan to fight climate change and grow a strong economy. While he's stuck with late night far-right conspiracy YouTube videos. I don't think they were happy when I took credit as this late night YouTuber that they're now trying to pin this on Alex Jones.
Billionaires.
The World Economic Forum is a globalist organization of the UN to penetrate governments.
We will ban all of my ministers and top government officials from any involvement in the World Economic Forum.
Now, here is the thing. The Liberal Party is lying to you here because Alex Jones is not even on YouTube. He's banned from YouTube. And now they're trying to spin it that Alex Jones is a late night YouTuber. Okay. The irony of this situation is that Pierre Poilievre just hit his highest polling numbers of all time. While he's listening to YouTube channels like mine, he's now hitting 47%. What this tells me is that Pierre Poilievre is actually listening to the people, not just the elites, the media types. He's listening to people like me. Someone who is a working class dude who happened to get extremely lucky and get into this position where I have a successful YouTube channel. But it's a W for Pierre Poilievre because he actually listens to us, unlike this out-of-touch Trudeau government. Now let's move things over to Mark Gerretsen. Now, the clip I showed you from yesterday was on that floor of the House of Commons, and I wake up today and I see that Mark Gerretsen apologized to Cat Canada. Let's go read this apology. Mark put out this tweet here. I would like to sincerely apologize to Cat Canada for my previous posts in which I alleged that she is funded by the Russian government. Now, this tweet here has been pinned to his profile. And it's just yesterday he was talking about Russia, 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 and now he's putting out apologies. Canada is a democracy, and in the context of debate over political issues or current affairs, things can sometimes get more heated than they should. I should not have made that statement regarding Cat. Furthermore, I will be personally donating $1,000 to the Loaves and Fishes Community Food Bank in Nanaimo, BC, a charity chosen by Cat. If others who shared my original tweet would like to do the same, they could do so here. Now, the irony of this is that Mark has his comments locked down, but one of his followers got a comment in on his apology and says, she is funded by the Russian government, though. Yeah, you see how powerful this brainwashing is? And if you guys want a very good laugh, here is a clip of Mark Gerretsen coming out and saying we shouldn't be calling each other names. Shout out to Stacy for digging this up.
Rigorous debate is necessary and encouraged, but name-calling and all-out personal attacks by conservatives takes it way too far.
By conservatives takes it way too far. What about this guy? He literally got sued. Unbelievable. Now let's go see how the internet reacted to Mark's apology. Cat Canada herself, who sued Mark Gerretsen, responded here saying, I fled the USSR to live in a country who those in power could not wield their office as a weapon against journalists. I think Mark honestly doesn't understand why that is important, but don't worry, we explained it to him. Boom. Kirk Lubinov came out and said this is a win for the counter signal in Cat as he apologizes to her for her false accusation and lies. Mark Gerretsen's donating $1,000 to the Nanaimo Food Bank, which is the first beneficial thing he's done with taxpayer dollars. But make no mistake, the Liberals will be riding this Russia nothing burger to try and create more division and censorship in Canada, and we are already seeing it with speeches this week, all while covering up for politicians who were aided by actually working with foreign government. Now let's go see what everyone else had to say. Kevin Pachetti said, "Oh, this is priceless." But now let's get to the conservative politicians who took this hilarious moment to dunk on Mark, like Bob Zimmer MP, my buddy Bob, posted this screenshot and said this, Cat Canada thumbs up. Michelle Ferreri came out and absolutely bodied him here, saying since the beginning of the 44th Parliament 2021, he has apologized or withdrew a comment over 50 times. Wow, 50 times. An apology without any behavior change is just gaslighting. Michelle Remper-Garnell had a good one here, saying, liberals, stop misinformation. Also liberals. Mark Gerretsen. And Brian Lilly put the nail in the coffin here, saying, I've said for years that Mark Gerretsen is an embarrassment to his city, his party, and his family. Oof. He shoots off his mouth wildly, not thinking about the consequences or caring about facts. Now he's forced to issue an apology and make a donation for being a half-wit. Ow. Now let's move things over to Jagmeet Singh, where today he was spotted in the streets of Ottawa, and an independent journalist had some questions for Jagmeet, and here were his answers.
Mr. Singh, first off, I'd like to just let you know that I'm not a bully. I'm not dangerous or violent or anything like that. I'm just a Canadian citizen practicing the right of journalism. I was wondering, though, if you'd care to comment on that incident on the Hill. If you'd care to comment on the incident on the Hill. The one where you were in a guy's face, calling, I believe you called him a bully.
Going to work, guys. Nothing else to say.
He can answer for himself.
Yeah. I've already put it out there.
Okay, well, the Canadians are very concerned, right? Like, I get foul language and accosting people definitely isn't okay. But Canadians are very concerned, right? There's a lot of people with a lot of grievances, and we have unaccessible politicians. Your government and you and your party in particular have been propping up the Liberals for a long time, right?
Going on the street there, folks.
You've been propping them up and holding Canadians hostage for a long time, and calling Canadians bullies, getting in their face.
Saying it's not true. You are holding us hostage, Jagmeet. It is true.
And dismissing the concerns of Canadians does not help. The rhetoric that you're putting out is contributing to the mayhem and just bicycle away, I guess.
And of course, he answered no question. And after, Jagmeet Singh rode his bike off to go to Parliament Hill to make his latest announcement on how he plans to screw over Canadians. Just announced today, Jagmeet Singh came out and said that he will continue to vote confidence for the Trudeau government. He will continue supporting Trudeau, even though they ripped up their confidence and supply agreement. Apparently, Jagmeet is still on Team Trudeau. And after making that announcement, the press had some questions for Jagmeet Singh, and here's how it went.
You say this yesterday. Why didn't you say this yesterday?
We're letting you know today.
Why didn't you say it yesterday? You've had more than 24 hours. Why did you wait for the Bloc to say this first? Other than to maybe give yourself some political cover, why didn't you say it yesterday?
We're letting you know today.
But how can you say this when you've said Trudeau must go repeatedly? How do you square that?
Wow.
In the next election, people have a choice. I stand by my words.
Jagmeet saying, I stand by my words is comical because we know the only reason he's doing that is to stand by his pension. And this decision appears to have really upset some of the more progressives in his base. Kyle Hutton, who's one of the most progressive accounts on X, came out and said this: what was the point, Jagmeet? What was the point? And he's absolutely right. And after getting his behind chewed by the press, Jagmeet Singh went on to question period. And this next clip is going to make you laugh. Shout out to Cat Canada for this lovely clip. But apparently the Conservatives are now heckling Jagmeet Singh, asking the dude if he's drunk. This is funny.
The Conservatives want to make people pay to receive health care, and the Liberals are too weak to stop them. Are you drunk? Why the Liberals? Care, and the Liberals are too weak to stop them. Are you drunk? Why the Liberals letting Conservatives force people to pay out of pocket to receive health care?
They cooked him there. Are you drunk?
Health care, and the Liberals are too weak to stop them. Are you drunk? Why the...
Oh, that's funny stuff. And during this same question period, our leader Pierre Poilievre absolutely unloads on Jagmeet Singh, and things become completely unglued on the floor of the House of Commons. Let's go watch.
We all knew that the NDP leader had sold out the people and signed on to a costly coalition with this carbon tax prime minister to tax people's food, punish their work, double their housing costs, and unleash crime in their communities. But he claimed that he had torn up the Carbon Tax Coalition so that Winnipeggers would not fire him in a by-election. But as soon as the votes were counted, he betrayed them too and taped back together this Carbon Tax Coalition.
Damn, he actually did that just to win the by-election in Winnipeg? I didn't know that. That's, wow. What? That, man. Don't put anything past Jagmeet Singh, man.
Coalition. How can anyone ever believe what he says again?
Yeah.
The chair is in a very uncomfortable situation here. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
The NDP leader was terrified he was going to lose a by-election in Winnipeg, a NDP stronghold. So he put out a Hollywood production where he claimed he had torn up the Carbon Tax Coalition onto which he had signed up, that he was going to stop fighting for his pension and start fighting for the people. But once the votes were counted, he betrayed them again. He is a fake, a phony, and a fraud. How can anyone ever believe what this sellout NDP leader says in the future?
Oh, they had to mute the audio. Things are getting crazy. It's always getting nuts. It's always getting nuts in Parliament. The audio is going to come back, chat. Don't worry. They're going to play the audio again. Okay, you can unmute. Oh, look at this. They're having fun here today on the floor. Andrew Scheer has that little grin of his, and Larry Brock seems to be enjoying this. I like Larry Brock. And then they got muted again. The school principal. Colleagues. He looks like the angry principal. Yo, his face is just like oh man. So that's the latest from Canada. I have a feeling that this is not going to be the last unhinged muting clip from this parliamentary session, especially after Jagmeet Singh screwed over the whole country. I expect things to be very exciting in Parliament in the next couple of months. All right, chat, tell me in the comments down below, do you think that Trudeau was talking about me on the floor of the House of Commons when he referred to Pierre Poilievre taking advice from late-night far-right YouTubers? I really want to know in the comments down below. Also, are you guys surprised that Jagmeet Singh is going to vote to keep Trudeau in power? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, what do you guys think about the Mark Gerretsen and Cat Canada situation now that he's apologized? Was that enough? Do you want to see even more action pursued against him? Tell me in the comments down below. All right, guys, if you want to support my channel, you already know how to do it. Like, share, subscribe, buy a membership. My name is the Pleb. Double P, hit us with the outro where you tell a far-right YouTuber to keep up the great work. See you tomorrow.
Hey, keep up the great work.
Thank you, guys. You hear that?
Keep up the great work.
Keep up the great work.
Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home. The Pleb. Oh. Yo, I just got a shout out from the next Prime Minister of Canada. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and before I forget, I got an email yesterday from a subscriber who is a huge Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and apparently me saying the Leafs choking really affected him to the point where he will never watch my channel again. So for that, Larry, I apologize. Don't take my jokes too seriously. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.